God says, if you skip this message, you will lose both of us. You have exactly 10 seconds to make a choice that could define the rest of your season. Heaven is calling your name, specifically and directly, in a way that bypasses your ears and speaks straight to your spirit. Archangel Michael and Jesus are speaking to your heart right now. This moment, this precise second where your eyes are locked on these words, is not random. It is not an algorithmic coincidence or a glitch in the system. You were meant to hear these words because something monumental is shifting in the unseen realm, and you are standing dead center of it. This is your crossroads, and both heaven and darkness are watching intently to see what you choose next. Jesus is whispering, "Do not skip this. If you turn away now, you will lose more than just a moment of comfort. You will lose connection." He's talking about that deep, resonating closeness your heart has been longing for, the kind that seems to have slipped through your fingers lately. If you leave now, that closeness will slip further away, lost in the noise of a busy world. You are not alone in this room or wherever you are standing. Archangel Michael stands beside you right now, his sword drawn, guarding you from voices designed to confuse and distract you. He is imposing, radiant, and fiercely protective, standing as a barrier between you and the chaos that wants to consume your peace. There is a battle over your soul, your peace, and your future happening in real time. That is why the air feels heavy around you tonight. That is why you felt that sudden, unexplained pressure in your chest, or that strange restlessness you can't shake. That is why your pulse is quickened. It isn't fear, it's recognition. It is your spirit reacting to the presence of the divine standing in your personal space. Love is reaching for you. Jesus never forces his way in, he is a gentleman. But today, the urgency is different. Today, he pleads, stay, listen, don't walk away, and be honest with yourself for a moment. Right now, you have been slipping. It's been a slow fade, hasn't it? You've been growing numb, losing that vital spark, drifting from the light that used to steady you when the world got crazy. It didn't happen overnight. It wasn't one big event that knocked you off course. It was the noise. The constant, low-level hum of stress, anxiety, and distraction pulled you inch by inch away from the center. You used to feel so connected, so sure. But lately, everything feels like a struggle. The passion you once had for prayer or for just sitting in stillness has been replaced by a need to keep moving, to keep scrolling, to keep your mind occupied so you don't have to feel the silence. And now, heaven has sent this specific message to take your hand before you drift too far out to sea. This is an intervention. Heaven has paused the chaos just long enough for you to read this, to give you a lifeline. You might be tempted to think, I'll watch this later, or this isn't for me. That is the voice of the resistance. That is the very darkness Michael is standing against. They want you to disconnect. They want you to think you are alone in your struggle. But the truth is, you are being fought for. The atmosphere in your room is changing right now because you are still here. You are still reading. That simple act of staying is an act of spiritual warfare. It is you saying no to the numbness and yes to the possibility that God is real and He is here. Jesus is looking at you with eyes full of empathy, not judgment. He knows you are tired. He knows you are skeptical. But He is asking for just a few minutes of your time to restore what the world has drained from you. The drift stops here. The slipping stops now. You are being anchored by these words. Do not move. Do not let your attention waver. The heaviness you feel is about to be lifted, but you have to push through the urge to run. You are standing on holy ground, even if it's just your bedroom floor or a seat on the bus. The veil between you and heaven is thin, and what comes next is the diagnosis of your pain that you have been unable to articulate yourself. Stay present. The shift has already begun. Michael says, the enemy has been stacking bricks around your heart. Listen closely to that image because it explains exactly why you have felt so boxed in lately. It wasn't a sudden fortress that appeared overnight. It was a slow, methodical construction project designed to isolate you. The enemy didn't attack you with a loud explosion that would wake you up. He attacked you with quiet, heavy disappointment. One brick was a dream that didn't materialize on your timeline. Another brick was a person you trusted who walked away or let you down. Then came the bricks of unanswered prayers, one piled right on top of another like mortar and stone. You didn't even notice the wall rising until you woke up one day, looked around, and felt a cold, unrecognizable distance between you and the light. It wasn't that you stopped believing. It was that the belief started to feel heavy, like a chore rather than a lifeline. That is when the doubt crept in, whispering lies that sounded suspiciously like your own logical thoughts. It whispered, maybe Jesus doesn't hear me anymore. Maybe I've messed up too many times. Maybe I'm just talking to the ceiling. That silence you felt, that wasn't God leaving. That was the wall blocking your view. But Jesus is interrupting that narrative right now. He is stepping through that wall as if it were made of vapor. He is leaning in close to your heart to tell you, I have heard every single word. He hasn't missed a syllable of your internal monologue. He has heard the prayers you screamed in your car when the windows were up and no one was watching. He has heard the silent pleas you made while lying awake at 3 a.m., staring at the shadows on your ceiling, wondering if things would ever change. He knows your confusion. He understands the guilt you feel for even having these doubts. He sees the deep, simmering frustration that you are too afraid to voice because you don't want to sound ungrateful. He knows you are tired of being strong for everyone else while you crumble inside. He is saying, I'm still here, I'm calling you back. Do not skip this, because skipping now means walking away from the exact help you asked for. Think back to just a few days ago. You cried out for signs. You begged for clarity. You asked the universe, you asked God, if you are real, just show me. Give me a sign that I'm on the right track. This is it. This message finding you in this exact moment, on this specific device, is the clarity you requested. Heaven is reaching out to you through the noise of the internet, grabbing you by the shoulders and saying, don't ignore this call. The battle for your peace has hit a critical point. The enemy is terrified that you are reading this. That is why the distraction is ramping up. That is why you might feel a sudden urge to check a notification, scroll to the next video, or decide this is just content to be consumed and discarded. That is a tactic. The enemy wants you to scroll away to decide this is nothing, to dismiss it as generic noise. He wants you to minimize this moment, because if you do, the wall of bricks stays up. But Jesus and Michael are saying it is everything right now. Angels surround you in this very moment. If your spiritual eyes were open, you would see them filling the room, pressing back the shadows. They see the weight you've been carrying, the invisible backpack of stress, financial worry, and emotional fatigue that you take with you everywhere you go. They see the tears you refuse to show to your friends or family because you have to be the strong one. You are the glue holding everyone else together, but who holds you? Heaven understands. You are not too far gone. You have not been forgotten. This is Jesus reminding you of a fundamental truth you've let slip. Love still belongs to you. Grace is not off limits because of your past mistakes or your current struggles. You are not too damaged to receive it. Michael's voice is calm, firm, and grounding. He says, if you skip now, the enemy steals another moment. But if you stay, heaven reclaims your heart. You are deciding right now whose voice you follow. Will you keep running, fueled by distraction and avoidance, or will you finally stop and whisper, I'm ready, Lord? Jesus is ready to rebuild you. He won't leave you halfway. He isn't interested in a temporary fix. He wants deep restoration. And when you choose Him, when you make that micro-decision to stay in this message, Michael will guard your path with a force that darkness cannot cross. God says to the chosen one, do not skip. Pay attention. I'm trying to break through to you now. Do not miss what has been prepared for years just because you were too impatient to wait a few minutes. Right now, every heartbeat is watched with love. Follow me. There is a reason for that tug in your chest. It's real. From the invisible realm, your name is being spoken. Michael stands beside Jesus, watching how you answer. Something is about to shift in your energy that will not go back to the way it was. Do not skip this part. It holds the specific key to your next blessing. You have been crying for answers and begging for a sign, pleading with the universe for some indication that you haven't been forgotten. Heaven answers right now. This is it. You are standing directly between two timelines. In one timeline, the one where you keep scrolling and ignore this tug, things continue to fade. The color drains out of your days. The confusion lingers, and that heavy gray fog you've been walking through remains. But there is another timeline, the one where everything turns. This is the timeline where the stagnation breaks, where the light returns, and where the momentum shifts in your favor. The moment you opened this message, light began to gather around your name in the unseen realm. It wasn't a subtle flicker, it was a rallying beacon. Archangel Michael whispered to the hosts of heaven, "This one must not skip." And Jesus nodded, affirming, "This one is chosen." Every second you stay here, every moment you resist the urge to swipe away, lifts the atmosphere around you. Don't scroll. Can you feel that? The air feels different right now because heaven is close. Lately, you've felt strange waves washing over you, sudden chills that have nothing to do with the temperature, a racing heart when you're sitting perfectly still, or a sudden, unexplained calm that descends in the middle of a chaotic day. That is not anxiety. That isn't a random physical glitch. That is divine presence shadowing you, guiding you to this very sentence. Your pain was not forgotten. Your tears, your quiet disappointments, every closed door that slammed in your face, they prepared this hour. You thought you were being rejected, but you were being redirected. Now, heaven wants to trade your sorrow for a holy surprise. It is a divine exchange that activates only if you remain. Someone fought for you when you had nothing left to give. When you were lying in the dark, convinced it was over, Jesus looked at your name and said, "No, this one will not be abandoned." Michael raised his sword and swept away the darkness that was trying to consume you, reaching through the gloom to pull you back. That is why you are still standing. That is why you didn't break when the pressure was insurmountable. Do not skip, chosen one. You are moments from hearing what others were not allowed to hear. Your spiritual file has been reviewed. This is a legal transaction in the courts of heaven. They have looked at your case, not your mistakes, but your heart, not your failures, but your endurance. Heaven decided this is your recovery season. Old pain expires tonight. The expiration date on your trauma has arrived. A miracle is moving toward you faster than you can imagine. Stay with me. You were never forgotten. Heaven was quiet, yes, but not absent. They waited for the precise moment marked for you, the alignment that begins right now. A seal has been placed on you. You'll feel it. Goosebumps rising on your arms, a sudden warmth spreading through your chest, or a profound stillness that silences the racing thoughts in your mind. That is not a coincidence. That is heaven confirming this message was written specifically for your soul. Beloved, stay here. Something powerful is unfolding as you listen. The moment your eyes found these words, heaven began rearranging events in your favor. Don't skip, because every second you stay, your story is quietly being rewritten. You have no idea how close you are to a turning point. Michael is guarding what belongs to you. Jesus whispers, "Don't move." Now the next lines carry your confirmation. Your spirit has been tired. Your faith has been stretched so thin you thought it would snap, but you did not let go. Heaven noticed. The silence wasn't punishment. It was protection. It was a shelter to keep you safe while the storm raged and while your future was being prepared. You weren't being ignored. You were being hidden. And now, that season of hiding is ending and the season of manifestation is beginning. The wait wasn't wasted. It was the foundation for what is about to be built. Something big stands at your door right now. For months, or perhaps even years, you've been pushing against locks that wouldn't budge. You have spent seasons rattling handles, pushing against walls, and trying to force your way through barriers, but suddenly, the mechanism has changed. The resistance you have grown so used to is dissolving. People who dismissed you, who looked right through you as if you weren't there, will hear your name spoken in rooms you were never invited into. But this time it won't be with dismissal, it will be with respect. Redemption begins now. Do not skip. A wave of favor is moving as you breathe, a tangible shift in the spiritual currents around your life. What was delayed is accelerating. The slow, grinding pace of the last few years is being replaced by divine speed. Expect movement, calls, messages, unexpected help arriving from directions you never even considered. Michael says this one passed the hidden test. You didn't know you were being tested, did you? You just thought life was hard. You thought you were unlucky, but your heart stayed pure even when you had every reason to be bitter. Your patience stayed strong even when you wanted to scream. Heaven is rewarding you for that invisible integrity. The pressure you felt wasn't a punishment. It was a sign that you carried something important. You don't put heavy security around an empty vault. The enemy attacked you so fiercely because of the immense value of what is inside you. So do not scroll away. The light is changing around you. If you could see beyond the veil right now, you would see an army standing behind you. Ranks of angels assigned to your breakthrough, ensuring that what God has for you reaches you. Right now, every force that tried to stop your destiny is falling apart. The strategies formed against you are dissolving like smoke. Before the next sunrise, something greater will begin. Keep your mind steady. Heaven's plan is snapping into place faster than time itself. By the end of this message, you'll feel it. A peace that settles in after the storm, deep and resonant. It is the warmth of God's protection wrapping around you like a heavy blanket. Do not move. It's just a little longer until heaven tells you why they warned you. If you skip, you lose both of us because you disconnect from the source of your supply right before the delivery is made. What comes next is holy truth. Don't blink. A hidden door is opening inside this moment. Heaven is close. Closer than you think. Closer than your own breath. Don't skip. What follows will wake something deep within you that has been sleeping for a long time. Michael saw your struggle every step of the way. On those nights, you almost gave up. When the despair was so thick you could taste it, he stood next to you. He soared high, blocking the whispering shadows that said, "You're alone. No one cares." He held the line when you were too weak to fight, ensuring you made it to this very second. Your breakthrough is speaking your name. When Jesus saw the level of pain you carried, he said, "This one has suffered enough." And in that breath, chains broke. Quietly at first, a little less anxiety here, a little more hope there. Then all at once, those who doubted you have been chosen to witness your rise. It isn't for revenge. It is for testimony. The next few seconds carry a shift. Do not scroll. You are in a divine exchange. Tears are becoming peace. Fear is becoming power. Your hope is returning, not as a fragile wish, but as a solid anchor. Every delay forged strength in you. Heaven says it's time. You are about to find something big. Signs will follow to confirm this isn't just words on a screen. Odd alignments, repeating numbers like 1111 or 444. Timely messages from strangers that speak directly to your situation. Don't argue with them. Don't dismiss them as coincidence. They come to confirm that you listened when it mattered most. Michael says, "We warned because we care." You were inches from losing a blessing and heaven intervened to reach you now. This moment was orchestrated with precision, not chance. It is divine timing. Do not skip as the spiritual weather around you shifts. Your hands may be warm. Your chest may settle. A sensation of lightness may drape over you, lifting the weight off your shoulders. That is not your imagination. It's your spirit receiving what it has waited for. You were told if you skip, you lose both of us because doubt closes the door that is finally opening. But because you stayed, the door stays open, and heaven will walk you through it. My child, stay with me. You are close. You did what was asked. What is about to appear in your physical life will echo these words. Proof that heaven has marked you for favor. Don't move, heaven said. Don't skip because every word now carries power. It is currently writing your next chapter in real time. As you listen to this, do not scroll. The energy around you is aligning into a permanent formation. Michael stands behind you right now, his wings spread wide, forming a radiant barrier that no darkness can breach. Jesus stands before you, his hand extended, looking directly at your spirit. He says, "This one listened. Don't skip. This is the divine transaction moment." Everything that was delayed, the answers, the peace, the financial breakthrough, restoration begins releasing in waves right now. It's quiet, but it is true. You might feel your breath deepen involuntarily. Your mind may suddenly calm after days of racing. That is heaven's signal. You are being covered with a grace that will outlast this message. People will notice a change in you starting tomorrow. They will see a strength they can't explain, a peace that doesn't make sense given your circumstances, and a light that seems to radiate from within. That is the mark of the one who stayed when others scrolled. Something big is waiting for you. Michael is whispering your name into the current of the Spirit so that blessing recognizes you when you walk into the room. Plans that were mapped against your peace are being erased from the enemy's books. You are entering a phase where favor finds you even in silence. Do not move. Heaven is finalizing your release. What drained you in the last season will now fuel you in this one. You will walk with a steady confidence, guided and guarded. This is why they said you'd lose both if you skip. You weren't just hearing words. You were standing in a living moment because you stayed. Jesus and Michael walk with you into tomorrow. This isn't just a message you consumed. It's a promise sealed. From this night forward, watch how things turn. Your alignment is complete. Beloved, don't look away. The final pages of your old struggle are turning, and the first pages of your victory are being written. Heaven is still watching how long you remain, because every second is counted as faith. Don't skip. The air is vibrating with the miracle sent in your name. Michael stands at the edge of your destiny, holding a scroll etched with your name in golden light. Jesus has stamped it with his blessing. Together, they are sealing a season of peace, abundance, and divine recognition. This moment is sacred. You thought no one saw your silent battles, but heaven saw all. Each sleepless night, each whisper of why, every hour you kept going when you wanted to quit, heaven recorded it. Now, the reward for endurance is being released through your refusal to skip. Do not scroll. The pressure against you is reversing. Doors that were stuck shut will fly open. People who walked out may try to return, drawn by the light now surrounding your path, but you will have the discernment to know who belongs in your future. Something big is close. By the next sunrise, you'll feel the difference. The air will seem lighter, almost alive, carrying the weight of a fulfilled promise. You will step into timing that fits you like a key in a lock. Michael says, "You listened, and it saved everything." That phrase echoes across realms because your obedience restored what was almost lost. You didn't just watch a message, you lived a miracle in real time. Let peace wash over you now. Feel your heart quiet. Your body lightens. That's more than calm. It is the physical sensation of the promise taking root. Jesus says, "It is done." Michael lowers his sword, not in surrender, but in victory. The fight over your destiny is settled. You are free, protected, and encircled by love that doesn't leave. Be still. The light you feel is not pretend. Don't scroll. The breath you take right now carries restoration with it. Michael's wings are a shield no force can break. Jesus stands before you, eyes kind and strong, saying, "This one is safe now." The storms weren't sent to destroy you, they revealed your real strength. Every tear planted a miracle. Heaven is watering those seeds now, and they will bloom into visible blessings. Say thank you, just there in your heart. As this ends, that gratitude will open doors you cannot see yet. Prayers you thought were lost have been found, rewritten and sent again with your name. Walk forward now, fully chosen, fully loved, fully safe. Jesus goes before you. Michael stands behind you. This blessing is sealed. Time cannot undo it, nor fear, nor doubt. Don't move, beloved. What's happening is holy in your yes. Heaven sealed your name with favor. Do not skip this last space. This is where what was yours releases. Michael stands in a brightness no shadow can cross and says, "This one is protected." Jesus watches with a gentle smile, saying, "This one believed even when they could not see." Your choice to stay has already shifted your timeline. And now, as you breathe, heaven writes the next line of your story in victory.